I had to go this way. Because I'm really tired of like all this Arch Manning talk, and it seems like Ty Simpson that he don't get love, right? It seems to me that Ty isn't getting the notoriety that he deserves. So what I wanted to do, I think was it Ruben yesterday that asked me to do like a side-by-side graphic? So I came up and I was like, all right, let's do some side-by-side graphics from the quarterback standpoint. Will, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. And so I put Ty on the left and I put Arch Manning on the right. And then I went through 3 games and I put their stats onto this board, right? So Ty Simpson, 862 yards passing, 9 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, 71.9 completion percentage, 186 passing rating. Yo, those are absolutely fire numbers. Michael Coleman with the 20, thank you. I was going to say, yo, we need some super chats this week, being it's an open week, so thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Oh, Michael Coleman. I think the biggest thing, too, is the 0 turnovers, right? 0 interceptions, 0 fumbles. And did you know that Alabama is one of 9 teams in the country that is yet to have a turnover? Isn't that wild? Yo, that's operating at a very high level, right? Manning on the other side, 579, 6 passing touchdowns, 3 interceptions. These guys barely beat UTEP last week. The rating 128, but look at that completion percentage, 55.3. Yo, this is a big disparity between 2 quarterbacks. And I said this, look, Manning had all this hype, but Ty Simpson is playing that the media wanted Arch Manning to play. So it's time to give Ty Simpson the notoriety that he deserves because he's playing absolutely through the roof. Now, he has to continue to do it, right? He has to continue to maintain that level of consistency play week by week. Throwing catchable passes, not making bad decisions. So the numbers don't lie, right? I mean, side by side. And then I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? Let's take it a step further. Let's look at, before I move forward. What has anybody had a chance to watch Texas play? How would you assess Arch Manning on a scale of 1 to 10? Yeah, Javion's getting on the hair too. I know it's a little bit of a different look. And I guess you could say 75 of these yards, came on a flea flicker. There was some on a shovel pass. That doesn't matter to me. It's about operating the offense at a very high level. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's had opportunities to make mistakes. He didn't make mistakes. Games, I don't think he's leading the SEC in rating. I think he might be up there. I think he's 9th in the country so far. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you assess the play of Arch Manning so far? I watched him play 2 times. I watched him against UTEP, and I watched him against in the opener against Ohio State. Man, I'd probably say like a 5, honestly. I'd probably say like a 5. I haven't been, like, even the passes that he's thrown, they've had a wobble on him. And this is just it right here, what Max said. He's had guys that are in the end zone that he has absolutely missed. Like, just, yeah. Berger says moderate 5. I agree. Jimmy Williams in with the super chat. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Jimmy says if we pressure Stockton, the game will be ours. All right, yeah, we'll talk about Alabama, Georgia here in a minute. Let's see what Dennis has to say. I think Dennis has him at a 7. All right, Dennis says this. I still give Arch a 7 because of the enormous pressure they put on the kid. I see where you're going with this. I just feel like this guy has all the weapons, and it's been lackluster. And I even saw him yesterday, said, look, I just have to play my game. So, look, maybe things get better for him. Maybe Texas kind of gets out of this. But the team overall and Arch have been way underperforming so far. Because they were supposed to be, like, up there with Ohio State. This was supposed to be, like, Steve Sarkisian's team. They still could be. We're only in week 3. But right now, from out the gates, it just hasn't been impressive. Not only to me, but I think a lot of people in the country, not just because it's an Alabama channel. It's just These are the facts, right? Then I was like, okay, well, let's put him up against another quarterback that was getting a lot of notoriety. So I was like, how about John Mateer? I think, did someone ask me this yesterday? Was it you, Ruben? So I was like, okay. So John Mateer right here has Simpson in yards, 944, right? But he only has 5 passing touchdowns. Oklahoma is 3-0 on the season. They do have a quality win over Michigan. But he's also thrown an interception in every single game so far. There wasn't a game where he threw 2 interceptions and 1. It was every single game he's thrown an interception. 67.6 passing percentage, and then a rating of 153. So tie head-to-head against like an Arch Manning and against a John Mateer, the numbers don't lie. Like, he has better numbers than those 2 quarterbacks. We have a question from Ian. What's up, man? Appreciate you. What's up, Ian? Good to see you, bro. Kyle, do you think that Ty is living up to the game manager role, or do you think he'll be viewed up there as one of the Bama's quarterbacks like Mac Jones, McCarron? This is a damn good question. Let me ask you, and I just want some feedback. Do you think that Ty Simpson is a game manager, or do you think that he's a playmaker? So game manager or playmaker? Are those the 2 kind of options that we can title him? Is there something else that we can put on him? I would say that he's a playmaker, right? Rather than a game manager. I think that he is managing Ryan Grubb's offense today really well, like at this point in time. But I'm going to say playmaker because of some of the, 2 plays, okay? Just to talk about it. I think, like, the big play that he had when he threw the touchdown pass to Isaiah Horton on the far right against Louisiana Monroe, like, that was more than a game manager. Like, that was an athletic throw. That was a playmaking throw. The other times that he's used his legs, I think the play was called back, but the guy can get out of the pocket, and he has a lot of extendability. So I'm going to say playmaker. Let's put a poll. This poll presented by... All right. Is Ty Simpson a game manager or a playmaker? I don't think there's a wrong answer. Playmaker. All right, inside the comment box, I have posted the poll. Please get in there. Hey, we got 140 up in here. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Let's see what Crystal has to say. He's like, Crystal says this. I agree. I think he is a bit of both. Okay. Joe Kroom says not just a game manager. So far, inside the comment box, 67%, and there's been 30 votes, believe that he is a playmaker. Continue to vote. It'll be. I'll come back to that in a few minutes. All right. So look at this. You know, I like to focus on things. I'm a numbers guy. That's just always how I've been. And so what I did was I took it a step further. And this is just 3 games, okay? So just everyone relax with this next graphic, okay? Viewer discretion is advised. I do not want this to start a war. I don't even have my hat on today, okay? My hat. It's just we're rocking the hair, and we're going to check the feedback. All right. So then I put up Jalen Milroe after 3 games compared to Ty Simpson. All right. Okay, so after 3 games, last season, Jalen Milroe had 590 passing yards. He had 8 passing touchdowns. He had 0 interceptions and a 67.3 completion percentage and a rating that was actually higher than Ty Simpson. Now, that was after 3 games, and clearly we know what happened the rest of the season. The wheels fell off. But through 3 games, those are numbers. Like, numbers are numbers, okay? So hopefully the wheels don't fall off on this side, and we continue to have Ty be a playmaker. But just food for thought after 3 games, all right? It's a low volume of metrics, but we do look at numbers as they come in. You guys doing all right? Guys hanging in there? You guys are freaked out about that, the no hat, huh? I'm kind of freaked out about it too.